on Facebook. Okay, now we're going live in the correct group.
Are we? Oh, there we got it. I just see it now.
Okay, welcome everyone. I'm just making sure that we're in the group of Crystalline Collective. Yes, we are. All right, beautiful. Lovely.
All right. Welcome, gorgeous humans and beautiful souls. I guess weren't meant to start at 11:11. We were meant to start at 11:16. I'm Eva Lucas.
And I'm Alicia Lucas Hall.
And we are coming to you from the Krystalline Ascension Mystery School Temple. And today we are going to be speaking about the primordial creatrix who births in the new. New truths, new wisdom, new creations, new frequency, new codes, new consciousness, and all to create a whole new earth reality. Beautiful souls, just breathe that one in. There's so much excitement happening in the world right now. But if you're watching live, do say hello in the comments. And if you're watching the replay, do let us know in the comments with #replay. This is episode 6 of Sacred Soul Sparkles, which is a divine series where we are speaking into new ways of creating spiritual luxury in your inner and outer worlds.
Beautiful. So we have 2 watching live that we see. Lillian had said hi, thought I missed it. So just hello, no. It was tech issues, went live on my homepage. Anyways, so back in, tuning into what Eva just shared is the birthing in the new. And we feel it is so really incredibly hard to share with you everything that we are receiving and everything that we are really desiring to share with you, as we don't have that length of time to really share that. So really know that we're really putting all these beautiful frequencies all together in this short amount of time. Know that every word that we speak today holds layers upon layers of huge vibrational frequencies and ancient wisdom and encoded light. So do tune into that as well. But for now, we just invite you to first really place in the comments if you're tuning into this energy, this frequency, or this desire, this human itch to really create something new, to start something new. Or maybe you're already feeling as though that you are within the etheric realm and you're pregnant in the etheric realm. And you are so ready at this time to giving birth, or maybe you already have given birth to something really new. So please share in the comments where you're at with this. And I'll just give a little second here. We know Facebook is a little bit delayed, but I know right now, even in the etheric realms, we feel that we are creating something, getting pregnant, birthing it out, and then all of a sudden again, we're getting pregnant, so that's how it's feeling for me. I don't know about you, Mom, too.
Oh, yeah, but without the weight gain, right? Right? And it's so beautiful. It's so it's absolutely beautiful birthings that's going on right now. Not just for us, but for everybody, a lot of people.
Yeah. For me, I feel the opposite. For myself, I am feeling the weight gain, the physical weight gain. So at times I do feel like, as in the physical, eating more and everything else, but it's just that beautiful energy coming in. So, okay. So absolutely been feeling these energies for the past week. I'm in the etheric realms and creating new creations with Medicine Woman Lily. Beautiful, lovely, lovely. So it's always amazing to create in the etheric realm, and it's so ready to be birthed into this physical reality now, right? So just really bringing that into anchoring. So we began to tune into this energy quite some time ago, but it has come back around again really powerfully to share that the primordial creatrixes are needing to be awakened or to be activated at this time, as this is a very aligned time in our current reality, in our physical reality, to keep destroying the new, or delete, keep destroying the old that is no longer serving us, and birth in all things new. And yes, some will feel that it is being restructured, revamped, reforged, and reactivated, but most of it will feel and be completely new to us because we are experiencing life on a whole new level. So here, place in the comments if you are experiencing this too, if you're feeling that we are experiencing life, this humanness in a whole new level at this time. And that's because we feel that the creatrixes operate from a whole new level. They are from the higher dimensional realms, the realms of the gods and goddesses, the realms that go way beyond our imagination or our human imagination at this time. And they come with these beautiful, sacred, divine, powerful, creational powers. They are masters of embodiment, masters of the art of actualizing in this physical reality. And these are the foundational creatrixes who are here in human form to really create, really architect and birth new worlds into being because they know how. They really do know how, as they've done this so many times and they're here to do it again. And their human self may not remember the exact how to, but when they become that pure human vessel, and they are structured and architected and encrypted in a way to fully embody our highest masculine aspect, our highest feminine aspect, and our soul divinity. It becomes a deep knowingness. It's like that surrendering to allow your full expression to flow through you and into this reality. So who really here knows that they're here to co-create a whole new earth? And I'm not referring to, or I'm not asking for instructions, but whose heart or whose soul is lighting up just by asking this question of knowing that you are here to co-create a whole new earth? Lillian, yes, my meditations are so much deeper and the remembrance is amazing. Beautiful. And how are you? What is that remembrance feeling for you? Is it a feeling? Do you agree that it's a heart remembrance versus these step-by-step instructions? It's just knowing that you are here to create heaven on earth. So just want to give some time in between. But you're here to create heaven on earth and becoming a frequency bridge from earth to the higher dimensions. And I feel it's like that consciousness bridge. And I feel that hold on, Lillian, it's definitely a heart remembrance. And Mom, did you want to add in something about the bridge here?
Yes, because when we were walking through this with the consciousness bridge, I really saw the vision of, the bridges that we once were on. Like you have to look at the people that have been in business for 15 to 17 years. And now they have to recreate even their bridges, right? So I see a lot of these powerful, potent bridges are absolutely collapsing, but it's new bridges that are really being built and supported. And I feel like people like, I have to say like us, because there's a lot of people like us that haven't been in business for 15 to 17 years. We're pretty new, we're nurturing our babies, right? We're really growing, but we are exponentially, potently building it, right? And we don't have to really go into that old paradigm because we weren't in it. So we get to go right for the structures, right for creating all this newness, all these powerful bridges, and so that we are walking upon them, but also we're walking to more of a beautiful land, the new earth, and we're sharing the light with everybody else. So we're helping building those bridges for everybody.
Yeah, beautiful. I love that. That's such a great reminder. Yeah. So let us know in the comments too, if you've been in business for that 15 to 20 years or even longer, and you're noticing that collapsing, that you are needing to create new ways, or if you're starting out in the last couple of years, like even we are still quite new and we bypassed all those old paradigm basically because we knew that we would just come into place at this time to bring in that new, because we already had that within us. And I'm not saying that the others didn't have it within us, but they needed to see both. They needed to have that transition to bring through and destroy that old to bring in the new, or you have us. So we're both all co-creating together. So But this strong knowingness is maybe another question to ask you is, how important is it to you, to your human self, to your soul, to create new earth? Really asking this, how important it is to you. And are you one of those primordial creatrixes, one of the foundational creatrix leaders of a new paradigm? And the reason why we're asking you this is because these are the women that we have put out a heart call to. The ones who are here, knowing they are here to create a legacy impact, to play their song, to weave their creations and their codings onto earth, and to really raise that consciousness of humanity and the consciousness of the planet as well. That has this beautiful rippling effect across the universe and beyond, because we are those multidimensional beings that whatever we're doing in the earth reality is a ripple effect in the etheric realities. There's a ripple effect on all multiple dimensions and realities, so that we can birth new ways of living, new ways of being, new creations, new inventions, new ideas that no one has ever done before. And we are leading from the unseen, being soul-led, heart-led, divinity-led. Lillian, it's extremely important. And yes, I do feel I am one of the primordial creatrixes.
Yes.
Mom, do you want to add in anything there?
Yeah, I know that was powerfully said, but the importance of knowingness is like a huge a creation factor right now, right? As we go co-create and just step into our knowingness, because everything right now seems to be in the unknowingness, and we have to become comfortable with that unknowingness, and that other aspect of knowingness will help lead us and lead our hearts to walk further.
Yeah, and I feel like for myself, that knowingness has been there since I was young, knowing that this was not home, and I was here to create more of a home here, to feel at home here. So I feel like for myself, and I think that many like yourself, I know you, Mom, too, and a lot of listeners would be feeling that the same way, or some may be newly awakened, and both are beautiful and divine, because you were awakened just at the right exact moment in time. But how strong is that knowingness, that importance that you need to create this home here? Beautiful. All right, Mom. I think we were just going to speak into a little example.
Yeah, so one of our beautiful examples that we speak about highly of is when Alicia, you had the dream, right, with my niece, Crystal Dawn, who has passed over. And so when we connected with Crystal, we went on a journey with Crystal, and Crystal showed us the new angelic tones of creation. So we quickly, that was a beautiful offering that we downloaded quite quickly, and several people joined into it. And it was a phenomenal journey with these souls, but it had so much to do with the new angelic frequency, right? Because everything old is shifting. So that means even old modalities, such as all the angelics that we used to depend upon, because a lot of people depend upon their angels, right? They call upon them. And I'm not saying that's right or wrong, but it's all up leveling. So there is like a higher realm of angels now to connect with. And these angels are here to help us birth into the new world. But not only that, not the angelic that, oh, just give and never receive. No, these are powerful, potent angelics that are helping us, right? And it's not only that go out and create, but go out, master, and be abundant as well, because that's what we came here on this planet to do, right? Is to experience the fullness of it, not just partial of just the giving, but being the receptor as well. So let's see. Yes, and then we did the tones of creation. And what that meant to me was the frequency waves were coming in and out of our consciousness. And that was helping us really amp up all our muscles, like all our senses, all our 5 senses, our hearing, our seeing. And not only that, but it was going out and creating a beautiful ripple effect what we were seeing and what we were doing. And like, I don't know about you, Leisha, but when I go out there, I can hear more sounds and everything. And then I asked my husband, do you hear it? Do you hear it? And he's like, no, I don't hear it. And it's like your ears are more sensitive, right? Your smell is more sensitive. Your third eye is more sensitive. And it was just a beautiful co-creating with crystal and the angelic tones of creation. So I don't know if you want to add more to that.
Yeah, I think like in the very beginning, the dream time was Crystal was pregnant in my dream. And I had thought, oh, she's passed on from this earth reality. Why is she showing us that she's pregnant? So basically with Crystal and an etheric group of goddesses who were in the etheric realm, but we felt that maybe some were probably the earth-based like us, but their higher selves were with us. So we got into a beautiful circle of goddesses, and we birthed together these angelic tones of creation. We went through a birthing, and then we started to see in the physical other people talking about how these tones of creations, a new level has been birthed. So we were seeing that physical actualization of others that were tuning into this birthing of the angelic tones of creation. So even tuning them in, they are here, anchored here on earth. So you are welcome to tune into these as well for yourself, for them to become available. But this is also a new, so these are new angelic tones of creation. These are also a new way of co-creating. Like, I know many souls are here desiring still to connect with their loved ones. But can you imagine if we're connecting with our loved ones on a whole new level? I mean, this we can speak into very deeply, and that will be saved for another time. But just want to share that this was a whole new way of co-creating with someone who has passed on, co-creating and weaving a part of her legacy that she was meant to weave here on earth, but she didn't get a chance to. But now she's getting a chance to weave it through us. How amazing is that? And that feels so honorable and so sacred. And that was such a special time with her. And knowing that even her name was Crystal with a K, like, she has been a big part of our journey with Krystalline Ascension and showing us the way in the background. And she sits on the etheric team of Krystalline Ascension. But just wanted to bring that into your awareness of how we've been co-creating differently and birthing differently. Lillian, I love this, Eva. I have noticed that my senses are much more heightened. Okay, so everyone is noticing these tones of creation. But our most recent birthing that we had was the next layer of our crystalline codex. We call it the crystalline codex. And this to us is our multidimensional, multifaceted, multi-layered codex. And at first it was gifted to us. It was birthed to us through a beautiful sister who had created it, tuned into what Krystalline Ascension really, the frequencies it held. So it was a beautiful encoded symbol. If you look on our symbol, it is the blue, it's the diamonds, it's the 8-point stars. But for us, we knew there was more. So we kept diving deeper into it. And at that time, after the symbol, it became a map. It became a blueprint. And from that, we birthed through, you could say, a process to align humans with their highest soul blueprint. So it became a rebirth of the soul blueprint, where your soul blueprint is upgraded, or your soul blueprint is actually rebirthed into their highest self. And it becomes what we call your crystalline soul blueprint or your soul legacy blueprint. There are so many different ways we can look at this. From that one symbol, we next were able to birth more stuff. It was almost like that next layer was presented to us. So we birthed in 4 pillars to what we would refer to as your creatrix temple, with a floor and a ceiling with, I'm just trying to create that visual. So we created those 4 pillars, a floor and a ceiling. And then from there, then came the birthing of that core heart structure, which is the embodiment of the king and queen within, or you could say your highest masculine self, your highest feminine self in sacred union. And then most recently, I know I'm saying more and more, but this is how multidimensional this can go on, and multi-layered we are, as long as we're tuning in and birthing it into the physical. We birthed in the completion, you could call it, of the Creatrix temple that now holds 12 points, acting as a sacred temple of light, or that divine spaceship, that luminous lighthouse, that glorious queendom. It really has become that sacred vessel for these primordial creatrixes, such as ourselves, that will assist us in creating and birthing and anchoring this into our physical reality. And the reason why I call this the divine spaceship, if you're wondering, oh, that didn't really match in, we'll go more into that at another time, but it's because we feel that we can travel in these creatrix temples to other higher realms of consciousness, really anchoring it in, embodying it, and bringing it back down to this earth reality. So it's that spaceship or that bridge of bringing it down and anchoring it in. And again, so this is so you can become that embodied creatrix leader fully in your magic. And we feel for ourselves, it really truly unlocks your gifts, your medicines, your masteries. So it's really powerful. It's really a potent soul technology that your human self is connecting with or becoming here in this reality. So yes, that's what we've been up to at this moment in time. This is what we've been birthing in for the new. I don't know, Mom, sorry if you want to add anything in there.
I'm getting excited listening to you. I'm like, yes, yes. You know, it's such a powerful thing. And it's like metaphorically, if you want to say, is that we built our house. Yeah. Right? We built that foundation. Like we have the walls up now. Like before it was the 4 pillars holding up the roof and the floor, but now with the 12, we've created the walls around it. And who knows what's coming next, because there's always a next, right? So yeah, so we're really happy, humbled, and honored to have received all this in such a short amount of time too.
Yes, just definitely.
Yeah. Trusting.
Yes. Yeah, definitely. And how that played out in the physical for us as well was inviting in changing our outer temple, our human self. And we, you know, for myself, it feels different because mom has always been a shopper. She always loves new clothes and has new clothes. You couldn't see her twice in the same outfit, right? So I am quite new to purchasing new clothes for myself, new luxurious clothes that made me feel really good on the outside. So it was that alignment of that inner house was that spiritual luxury. And I wanted to create that physical luxury on the outside to match the way I was feeling in this new house. So it was that new hair. I cut my hair, so that was new hair. We started to have new connections and build new relationships, whether it be with ourselves, with others. We started to receive more connections with other primordial creatrixes. Our soul family was starting to step in and is starting to step in. Yes, Mom, if you want to share some physical.
Right. And you know, we stepped into more of our leadership, right? Because that was missing. That was a huge missing piece from both of us, because we could be pretty quiet and introverted, you know, if push comes to shove. And then we started, okay, let's go out get photos for this. Let's go out and get photos for that. Like, you know, and we just walked through as releasing that attachment to the fear of our visibility, right? Where we're becoming masters of ourselves, becoming the CEOs and the leaders of who we always wanted to be, but we're, you know, like we were afraid to do it, right? Or we lacked the support or whatever we lacked, but we're walking through it and we're, you know, holding hands, and it feels wonderful. For myself, I was able to purchase my new Elvins, my twin Elvins that I received, one for my birthday and one for myself. And my goodness, when I put my hands on them, their heads, it's like, wow, it's like dynamite, what's coming through from them. So I'm creating, I know it's an external product, but nonetheless, it activates my internal.
Yeah, I want to quickly mention the crystals. You said Elvins, so maybe crystal elvins, like crystal skull elvins. Sorry, just so to
Yeah.
clarify.
Yeah, they're my babies, they're my twins. But more than that, it's that inner joy, right? It's that inner feeling that, yeah, I know I had to go through all this and to hold space for one of the most phenomenal happenings on this earth plane. There's so much happening. And I remember going back, and I could say even a year when I used to just describe myself, oh, I'm a space holder. Like, no value, no worth of that. And now it's like, yeah, I'm a space holder. But while I'm holding that space, watch out, because like when Leisha and I hold space, like I said, dynamite does happen.
Yes, definitely. Our souls are being seen now.
Yeah,
Definitely.
right.
Yeah. Lillian, yes, I get that, as my weight has been dropping much easier than in the past. So that's a physical.
Yeah.
Yes. Beautiful.
Love that. That's always a joy, right? Yes. So I'm going to share a tip that came up. And today I was really shown to share aliveness, as this is one of the true essences that you will experience with Alicia and I through our offerings, right? And they were showing me it's a time like no other time to really step into fully trusting yourself, believing yourself. And we all know that we heard that saying that it's not about the how. That's really being mastered right now. It's not about that how. It's about really stepping into your core essence and really walking forward with it. And it's almost like it's becoming more potent than ever before. It's not to focus all on the how, really release detachment from it. And it's really time, like as I was walking and they were showing me, it's really time to use your powerful etheric hands. And really, as you're walking, and you're bringing in this new stuff, you're imagining this new stuff, you're bringing in the essence. It's just really, okay, clearing out those cobwebs, jellyfish were being shown to me, knots and twigs, and really feel this cleanse from all around you, right? From above you, below you, and all around you. And I feel like the stream of timeless consciousness, whatever word that you want to use, from pre-primordial times is what they were showing me, to now where they are merging in dance and harmony. So just imagine that all the timelines that are most potent for you right now are coming to you, and they're beginning to dance with you. And just really flow. Like the last couple of days, I just had to step up and I just had to really move my body and flow and really receive that balance, right? Because you can't just sit here either, right? That's not what it's about. It's really about moving forward and keep going forward. And, I just had to get up, and I was doing figure eights with my hips, or I was just bringing the consciousness or the essence inside of me. And it's just, they were showing me to walk in the essence of aliveness all around you, and use those etheric hands to clean out the collective consciousness as well, right? Because as you're clearing out the collective consciousness, they were showing me a ray of light coming down through that. Like even if you start doing little holes of the consciousness, what beautiful light is emerging, so that everybody could have, if they want to receive a piece from that. And that is, without attachment, and just soak into the feeling of, if you could just have a second right now and just soak into the feeling of aliveness and really open up your receptors. They were showing me receptors all around us, because it's no more in front of us, no more just behind us, right? It's all around us. And really open up those like antenna receptors. That they were showing me receptors, but with little fuzz balls on them, and just really start igniting them. Just really begin to bring aliveness to them, so that you can start walking, and you could start walking forward and really feel that your heart soaring. And like, that's what I was doing today. So I'm walking along the streets, right? And I know that there is like a big grin on my face. And I'm like, I don't care. Whoever sees me, I hope that they get this essence from me, because that's how powerful. I don't care anymore who sees me smiling at myself. No, I'm not psycho or anything. I'm feeling my essence, and I want to share it with all of you. So, it just creates that beautiful, beautiful ripple effect.
Lovely, lovely. That is so powerful. And it's a great reminder on how powerful that tangible human hands can actually be for the physical body in releasing stuff, hugging yourself, waking yourselves up. You know, like there's so many things that we can do on a tangible level to really anchor this in. And I love movement. I love to go and anchor in and move the body. I move the body for myself when I'm not feeling so well, or when I know I need to release something. I have to move the body, but I also have to move the body when I'm receiving a download for it to flow through me. I cannot sit here and bring in something. I'm usually outside in my backyard, moving and walking and recording my voice on what comes through, or else I'll forget by the time I come back and sit down. So movement and everything that you talked about is so important when you're birthing in something new, and having that come through your vessel. Even standing up helps. Like even if you're not able to move and you want to, because I still carry around my paper. I have my paper everywhere I go, because not always the phone, right? Where me and mom are like old school with paper. So bring my clipboard outside and sometimes channel it that way through, but movement's so important. Love that. Being in that aliveness, beautiful vision there. So if you're here listening to this, your soul, your primordial creatrix has led you here. And there is a primordial creatrix that is within each and every one of us. But it is your choice to awaken her, to align with her, and truly unleash her, right? And we don't say this lightly. The women, the goddesses who we work with have massive, huge legacies, or what you can call missions or visions to create. And they're actually so divine. They're magical. And mom would agree, we've talked about this before. We are blown away each and every time that we work with these beautiful souls and gorgeous humans. And it really is mind-blowing. It's just where we go and what they're here to birth is just beyond. And this is why we've created offerings to support these really sacred, divine, and pure frequencies that are desiring to be birthed into this reality. Because they're too wanting to be acknowledged and honored at this time. But it's going to need a strong vessel, a powerful, powerful lighthouse to withstand the storm, so you can be heart-centered in your wholeness. And this is what we really love to do. We really love unlocking hidden potentials, right, Mom? And we love creating new architecture and rebirthing you into your next highest authentic self, your creatrix self, your multidimensional self, your leader self. And we are here to support those fellow goddesses, those primordial creatrixes, high priestesses, the original clan mothers, and the leaders of the ancient bird tribes. Right now, if anyone's tuning into this and is really connected to the swan, for the last couple of days, I've been seeing the swan. So, and it's really interesting how every creatrix that we work with is really connected to, or they had been seeing a bird that has come into their reality. So if anyone's tuning into the swan, you're next. You know, don't you find that, Mom? Everyone had a different bird that they're really connected with. So anyways, it's really truly for these primordial creatrixes so that they can really let go of their old soul blueprint, but also keeping all their beautiful treasures that they have gathered here in the physical reality and all of the other realities, and birth in a new blueprint that unlocks a really more expansive, a really up-leveled sacred legacy with all these really beautiful ancient codings and frequencies and a sacred map to create their legacy impact. And again, this map is not going to look like physical human instructions. It's going to be a map of their heart. They'll just know how to create this, and we'll guide you. And from there, even I also really translate this into a sacred soul legacy, translate your sacred soul legacy into a business legacy, into that human legacy that you can create on a human level. But it doesn't stop there. Even I are really being called to now step up even further and really create that vortex of light for the committed, the bold, the powerful women, those primordial creatrixes, to step into a sacred sisterhood, so that we are able to share our ancient teachings with, so that you can master that crystalline codex. Remember that house structure, that lighthouse, and really master your inner world, your inner queendom, and your unique gifts, your unique magic that needs unleashing in this world. But also to work together in a beautiful, what we're going to call on a human level, mastermind. On an etheric level, we would consider it a council of light, but it's a beautiful mastermind to dream in the new world, to birth in the new world, and to weave in the new world together, a world where we are all living soul aligned and actualizing our purest heart's desires and experiencing our soul aligned dreams, and that go way above and beyond, and having that gorgeous human experience and being in communion. I want to say that word again, communion and connection with our soul, and in sacred reverence with all of our relations. Lillian, I can feel the energy, and truly I'm honored to be working with the both of you as we are with you. But yes, so we can experience this spiritual luxury as well as physical luxury. And I'm now expanding that now even more so myself for that emotional luxury. And of course, that goes along with mental luxury, right? So really co-creating heaven on earth in our inner world and on our outer world. So you have anything else to add there?
No, that was he said. And I'm just saying, like, anybody that has a vision or picture, don't neglect it. Don't push it away. If we would have pushed away a lighthouse, we would not be where we are today. If we would push away like the fire dragon or the dragon king or queen, we would not be where we are today. But it was because we are sharing these, we're connecting, you know, several times a week that we are talking about it, that we're going in further and further, and we're seeing it expand, it not just in ourselves, but outside in our offerings as well.
Yeah, yes, for sure, definitely. Yeah, any of the downloads that seem way out there, go for it, step into it, follow it, especially if it's coming up more than once. There's something else that just downloaded yesterday for me, and it's completely different, what we don't really talk about. And we'll be sharing this in quite soon. But yes, we're going to follow that, and we're going to see what message and what's coming next, what we need to birth next. So if any of this is speaking to you, to your heart, to your soul, message us today or connect with us, get on a call with us together, as there is the primordial creatrix. There's so many more that need to be unleashed to create those really strong foundations. But that completes our call for today. So thank you again for joining us live, Lillian. And for all of those of you who are going to be watching the replay, it doesn't matter when you watch it today or you watch it in a couple of months, it's still speaking to you and to your heart. So we're sending you much love today, and for you to inviting you to walk in your aliveness today, just exactly what Eva shared today. Walk in there, walk today with that smile that you're going to emanate, and everyone's going to feel and receive. That's going to shift your frequency. Yes.
Yep.
All right.
Awesome.
Much
you.
love.
Until next time. Bye.
Bye.